Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into one of the most influential business books of all time, Good to Great by Jim Collins. This book answers a powerful question. Why do some companies make the leap from being good to becoming truly great, while others stay average or even fail? After 5 years of research, Jim Collins and his team analyzed 28 companies over 4 decades and uncovered the key principles that turn a good business into a great one. These lessons don't just apply to businesses. They can transform your career, leadership, and personal life. Stick with me until the end, because the final principle will completely change how you think about growth and success. Big idea number 1, level 5 leadership. Great companies start with great leadership, but not the kind we often imagine. Jim Collins discovered that the best leaders aren't flashy or egotistical. Instead, they're what he calls level 5 leaders. These leaders combine personal humility with fierce professional will. They don't crave the spotlight. Instead, they put the mission and the team above their own ego. Think of leaders like Darwin Smith at Kimberly-Clark, who quietly transformed the company into the world's leading paper product business while avoiding personal fame. The lesson? True greatness requires leadership that blends humility and determination. The best leaders say, "It's not about me. It's about building something that lasts." Big idea number 2, first who, then what. Before deciding on a vision or strategy, great companies focus on who is on the team. Collins uses the metaphor of a bus. First, get the right people on the bus and the wrong people off, then figure out where to drive it. Why? Because when you have disciplined, talented, and passionate people, they'll adapt to challenges and opportunities. If you pick the right people, you don't need to constantly motivate or micromanage. They're naturally driven to succeed. And with the wrong people, you will spend half of the time for building to pamper and motivate them to align with your vision, as it is not always rosy at the beginning. It takes passionate and dedicated people to grow with you. The lesson for you here is to not obsess over the perfect strategy right away. Focus first on surrounding yourself with the right people in business, your career, or even your personal life. Big idea number 3, confront the brutal facts. Great companies face reality, no matter how harsh it may be. This idea emphasizes the importance of facing harsh realities and acknowledging difficult truths about your organization, team, or situation. The key principles are: 1. Face reality. Acknowledge and accept the facts, no matter how uncomfortable or challenging they may be. 2. Don't deny or avoid. Avoid sticking your head in the sand or lying to yourself about the existence of problems. 3. Create a culture of honesty. Foster an environment where people feel comfortable sharing bad news or difficult truths. And lastly, 4. Maintain faith. Believe that you can and will prevail, despite the brutal facts. Collins highlights the Stockdale Paradox. Admiral Jim Stockdale survived years as a prisoner of war by balancing faith that he would ultimately prevail with a clear-eyed confrontation of his brutal reality. Companies that go from good to great adopt the same mindset. They don't sugarcoat problems. They face the facts head-on, while never losing hope in their ability to succeed. The lesson? To grow, you must confront the uncomfortable truths in your business or life. Denial kills progress. Honesty fuels it. Big idea number 4, the Hedgehog Concept. This is one of the most famous ideas from the book. A hedgehog is simple. When attacked, it curls into a ball of spikes. A fox, on the other hand, tries many clever tricks but lacks consistency. Great companies act like hedgehogs. They simplify their strategy into one clear concept that guides everything they do. Collins explains this concept with 3 intersecting circles. The first circle represents what you can be the best in the world at. Then second circle represents what drives your economic engine, your main source of profit or growth. And the third is what you are deeply passionate about. When these 3 overlap, you find your hedgehog concept, your unique focus that drives long-term greatness. The lesson here is to note that success isn't about doing everything. It's about focusing relentlessly on the intersection of passion, skill, and economic value. Big idea number 5, a culture of discipline. Greatness doesn't come from chaotic freedom or strict bureaucracy. It comes from disciplined people taking disciplined action. When you have the right people, discipline is natural. They don't need to be micromanaged because they hold themselves accountable. Collins explains that this culture of discipline creates consistency, momentum, and excellence. It's about freedom within a framework. People have room to act, but always within the boundaries of the company's mission and values. The lesson? Discipline equals freedom. Build habits, systems, and standards that keep you and your team consistent, even when motivation fades. Big idea number 6, technology accelerators. Surprisingly, Collins found that technology alone doesn't create greatness. Instead, great companies use technology as an accelerator of momentum, not a creator of it. For example, if a company already has a clear hedgehog concept and disciplined culture, the right technology can amplify success. But without those foundations, even the best technology won't save a company. The lesson? Don't chase every new shiny tool or trend. Focus first on clarity and discipline, then use technology to amplify what's already working. Big idea number 7, the flywheel and the doom loop. Perhaps the most powerful metaphor in the book is the flywheel. Imagine a giant, heavy flywheel. At first, it barely moves, but with consistent, steady pushes, it starts to gain momentum. Eventually, the wheel spins faster and faster, and greatness seems inevitable. That's how great companies grow. Not with one big breakthrough, but with small, consistent actions that build unstoppable momentum over time. By contrast, companies in the doom loop jump from one flashy idea to another, constantly resetting direction and never gaining real momentum. The big thing to learn here is that greatness is built through patience, consistency, and relentless focus. Small wins compound into massive results. Again, small wins compound into great results. So there you have it, the 7 timeless principles from good to great. 1. Level 5 leadership. 2. First who then what. 3. Confront the brutal facts. 4. The hedgehog concept. 5. A culture of discipline. 6. Technology accelerators. And 7. The flywheel effect. The big takeaway? Greatness isn't about luck or genius. It's about disciplined people, focused effort, and consistent action over time. If you're building a business, leading a team, or just trying to create a meaningful life, these lessons can take you from good to truly great. If you found this summary helpful, Make sure to like, subscribe, and check out our other summaries of the world's most powerful business and self-development books.